Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Stealth Recoil Spring from Armaspec. But before we go any further, if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button, and if you're returning for more content, give us a thumbs up and share it around with your friends. Let's take a look at the buffer. Armaspec was founded in 2013 in California, and their focus has been traditionally around the AR platform. In addition to the SRS buffer we're reviewing today, other Armaspec products include magwell grips, charging handles, and other lower parts accessories. Now, let's take a look at the buffer itself. The SRS comes in 6 different variations, and the model we're taking a look at today is the SRS-H. It was sent to us by Armaspec and weighs 3.8 ounces. Additional buffer weights can be purchased separately, and on the side of the screen you'll find a list of these weights for your reference. So, why all the different options? Well, in terms of performance, it's actually possible to tune how the rifle cycles by adjusting the weight of the buffer itself. And changing this buffer weight allows the shooter to fine-tune the recoil and performance of their individual rifle. And if you're familiar with any aftermarket buffer option, you may notice that this is actually very similar in design to another popular choice out there, the JP Silent Capture Spring. The similarities between these two products are that they both offer a smoother and reduced felt recoil impulse, as well as eliminating the dreaded buffer spring thwang. Both products achieve this by using a guide rod internal spring system, and while cosmetically alike, the similarities end here. The function of both systems are fundamentally different. The JPSCS operates on a single spring system, while the SRS operates on a 2-stage or dual-stage spring system. This design in theory is to add a further level of dampening on the felt recoil, and the SRS is designed to work with or without the buffer retainer. The SRS is also slightly longer and applies constant tension to the bolt carrier. Now, you may be wondering between the two products, which one is the right one for you? To some users, the idea of spending $100 or more on a buffer is insane. However, at close to half that price, you can achieve a similar performance and function. And for the value-conscious shooter in mind, the Armaspec SRS is worth taking a look at. Both options do serve the same purpose, and in our personal use of the two products, we did notice the JPSCS felt smoother when manually cycling the bolt. Function-wise, the two products were indistinguishable, and ultimately, it is up to the user to determine if spending the extra dollar is worth the polish the more expensive product demands. For those looking to maximize their dollar, the SRS serves as a very competitive and value-priced option.
Hey guys, welcome to Hudson, Wisconsin and the Hudson Rod and Gun Club. We're going to be doing some testing of the Armaspec AR-15 buffer, see how it performs on the range. Let's go start the show.
We are happy to introduce in this video for the first time my fiancée Megan. We thought it prudent to have a shooter that had enough experience to accurately test the SRS, but no preconception as to the expected performance of each buffer. During our evaluation, we tested the Armaspec SRS alongside a mil-spec buffer, as well as the JPSCS as a reference. The rifle we used for most of the testing was a competition-level AR-15, with the gas block set to wide open, thereby maximizing the recoil of the 5.56 cartridge. I also couldn't resist trying it out in my own personal rifle later in the day to see how well it performed in the firearm intended for something other than competition use. Each member of the Tundra tactical crew, including Megan, took some shots with each of the configurations to really get a feel for the way the Armaspec SRS performed. After we each put enough rounds down range, we all agreed the SRS works as advertised. It felt great to shoot, totally eliminated the thwang of the mil-spec buffer spring, and vastly improved the overall feel of each rifle. Amazingly, the SRS was surprisingly similar to the venerable JP Silent Capture Spring in performance, although the recoil impulse, while not greater, does feel slightly different. We found the difference in the feel of the Armaspec Stealth Recoil Spring and the JP Silent Captured Spring difficult to describe. However, after much discussion and consultation with our on-staff scientist and language expert, we came to this conclusion. The SRS has a more elastic sensation at the end of the recoil impulse, where the JP has a much more mechanical feel. We believe this to be a direct result of the second spring in a 2-stage system, slowing the buffer down at a more consistent rate. All of us here at Tundra Tactical are huge fans of the JP Silent Captured Spring, and have been for a long time. We currently use them in our own personal rifles and consider them to be among the top go-to parts in starting a new build. That being said, we're super excited to see new products like the Armaspec Stealth Recoil Spring emerging to give customers like us more choices to fit our needs. At an extremely reasonable $79.99, the amount of performance you gain over the stock buffer versus the money that you spend is nothing short of outstanding. This is not just a budget part. Rather, it's a high-quality, low-cost option to some of the other premium products on the market today. Let us know in the comments below if you have any experience with the Armaspec SRS and how you feel it stacks up to its competitors on the market today. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching the video, and as always, visit www.tundratactical.com for more entertainment.